Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's reading. It has been a pretty good day so far. Energetically, I think we are all feeling pretty positive shifts here. We do have a solar eclipse and a new moon coming up tomorrow, and the energies can be a little chaotic. So definitely a lot of people in the collective can probably expect to feel pretty triggered here and there. This new moon might not be the best day to set your intentions out there. And if you're planning on following through with your intentions, stay grounded. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to follow through if there is an intention that you've already set. But as far as setting a new intention for something else, that might not be the best day to do that. So with that said, let's start with the Moonology deck to see what the energies in the collective are looking like right now. I love these two cards. Your hard work is paying off. Believe in the impossible. So the new moon triggers that will be experienced tomorrow are actually going to be a push forward. I just heard Spirit say push forward. So definitely don't let the triggers of those situations stop you. It's a time for healing what remnants of, those old wounds that still cause triggering are left. So healing is definitely being highlighted here in all respects. Self-care is going to be really, really important here. Bring love into the situation. Don't try to look at everything with your logical mind, especially tomorrow. If you find yourself getting triggered, be sure to drop into your heart space. It's odd that this is also a new moon card that came out. So this is actually beautiful advice from Spirit. Your commitment is being tested is the energy at the bottom of the deck here. So absolutely stay committed to yourself. Be sure that you are committed to yourself and your own healing. Every time you get triggered, turn that into something positive, that, I'm getting triggered for the sake of my own healing. This is letting me know where there is still work to be done. I am now shuffling the energy oracle cards to see if there's any other messages that I can get about the collective energies here. And I'm feeling like there's a sense of wanting to drop what might be stressful for you at this time. Like, I'm sensing many twin flames in the collective are kind of going to be feeling like, if something is stressing me out, I would much rather just take a day off and not have to deal with it. Root chakra in the upright position. So there we go. That's what I was looking for. This card right here indicates that any little stressors for probably tomorrow and the day after, because you usually feel the residual effects of the lunar cycle even the day after. There are many people who are going to feel like their sense of stability is being tested. This could be in life, this could be emotionally, but I am picking up mostly on financial things. So people could experience a lot of emotionally intense financial situations tomorrow come up for them, and it could be in the past. It doesn't have to mean that something negative is going to happen financially tomorrow. It could just mean that you're going to be in that mind space of looking at all of those things. So you are really, really being guided here to lean into yourself and onto your support system for emotional support, especially tomorrow. If you are in union with your twin flame, be sure that you clear your energies enough so that you guys stay harmoniously balanced. Being in such a heavily mirrored connection, it can be very difficult sometimes to keep your energies balanced, to keep the connection balanced and in a harmonious state. I just dropped some cards. Let me pick those up. So these two fell in the reverse position, the Magician and the Mirror, and Man holding a heart. This falls exactly in line with what I was just saying. The Magician and the Mirror is one of the two cards in the deck that I most strongly associate with twin flame connections, especially the masculine and feminine energies coming into balance. So the fact that this card came out in the reverse position is telling me that energetically people are going to be feeling very out of balance tomorrow. So it's really important to, keep your heart open, especially for your counterpart, because it's easy to mirror all of their emotions, right? That's what twin flames do. So when they feel triggered, you will just automatically start to feel triggered as well. But our job here is to be a support system for one another in these types of connections, right? So keeping yourself grounded will help keep your twin flame grounded. And even if you are not in union at this time, you still want to practice that, because you will trigger your twin flame into balance by staying balanced yourself. Hostilities. I'm really sensing that many divine masculines in the collective. Now, mind you, these are energies, not biological gender. So divine masculine energies tomorrow will be feeling quite hostile toward themselves. There will be a lot of past triggering. They will want to have open communication. And when they can't find the right words for it, or, they find themselves kind of falling back into the avoidance pattern, they're going to feel really angry at themselves. They are going to be questioning, who they are as people, that they can't face up to something like this. It's going to be a very frustrating time for them. At the bottom of the deck here, we have Yin Yang. Now, this is the second of the two cards that I most strongly associate with twin flame connections, especially union energies coming into balance. So this triggering, of course, is not going to happen for every single person. For those who are very near to union, you actually might find you have the opposite effect tomorrow, where things really do fall into place. Like if you are planning to reach out to your person, you might find that you actually have that balance within yourself to be able to have an effective conversation. So these triggers are for people who might be a little bit further away from union. They might be the people who might be closer to union in the fall rather than right now through June. So just depending on where you are in your journey, this could affect you very differently. But the collective, for the most part, is going to feel quite a bit of triggering. And also for those people who are entering reunion without being fully healed, they also might experience some triggering tomorrow. This is kind of what I'm picking up here. This is too many cards. Wishes fulfilled. Whatever it is that this triggering is going to uproot for you, because that's exactly why it's happening. It's showing you where work is still needed, and then it's going to uproot whatever is not healed. That is leading you straight into wish fulfillment, okay? We have divine feminine energies that are going to be feeling so fertile, for lack of a better word. Many divine feminines, especially with business ideas, are really going to be kind of feeling on top of the world after this passes. And it's going to begin actually tomorrow. Maybe up until now, you felt like you had to work twice as hard to get anything that you wanted. But now, after this new moon, everything is just going to start falling into place, even financially. Maybe you were at a crossroads before, thinking about starting a business and not knowing whether you should take that leap or not. You're going to be lifted out of that stalemate. Any negative thinking patterns, feelings of, like imposter syndrome with a business, feeling like you may not be good enough, those ties are all being broken. They are being triggered and uprooted here for you tomorrow. Some people may have been really guarded about new ventures and new ideas that they were planning on pursuing because they just didn't know what the economy would be like. Maybe they didn't know if it was safe for them to take that leap. They didn't know how society or others would respond to them in that role. That guardedness is also being opened up here. As people get triggered, they do tend to want to introvert themselves. They tend to want to kind of isolate and rest and rejuvenate. That is exactly the plan with the cosmic energies here, so that you can receive what you didn't know was coming for you. Notice that cup that is, coming in from the back, that the universe is literally about to hand you a manifestation. And sometimes they say, the darkest hour is just before dawn. Maybe you have to go through some form of a tower moment. It doesn't have to be catastrophic. It could be really miniature and small. But whatever it is, it's for the purpose of granting you, look at that, a cup again, a fresh start in life. It's about granting you that emotional balance that without this triggering, you probably wouldn't have been able to achieve. See what else here. Strength. It's helping you find your inner strength. It's helping you find your inner ability to manifest. It's about bringing you into, oh my goodness, vibrational alignment here. It's the universe telling you to drop the burdens that you've been carrying, because you are about to find something that you're going to be so passionate about. Remember, twin flame union is not just about the romantic aspect. Sometimes this career portion, the singing your soul song portion of things, is truly what you need. In order to bring yourself into vibrational alignment for union, you need to be already singing your soul song, sharing your soul gifts with the world to call your twin flame back into harmonious union with you. So the career reading, the starting a business reading is not at all irrelevant to the love portion of the twin flame journey. In fact, they go hand in hand. When you find something that you can be so passionate about, you know that you are now lifting your vibration to a higher timeline where your manifestations already exist for you in the 3D physical. You are releasing those ties that bind you to a lower vibrational timeline, and you are getting ready to share your gifts with the world. You are getting ready to be generous with your gifts in the world so that people, society can benefit from what you have to offer. You have done so much hard work in your life to be where you are at. Now the universe is saying it's time for you to be rewarded. It's time for you to be in that stable King of Pentacles energy. You have, your throat chakras are clearing. You are getting ready to communicate your soul song to the world here. You can put your crown on your own head and declare yourself you know, the best at what you do. There's so much positive energy surrounding you when you are stepping into that power. The others will look at what you do, the passion with which you do it, that's going to draw them in magnetically to you. You're going to stop procrastinating on your dreams, and you're actually going to start manifesting everything that you love right into your current vibrational timeline, because you have ascended to a timeline that is compatible with that. You are getting so much stability coming your way. You're going to find a brand new sense of self-worth here, and your finances are going to mirror that. All of this is coming towards you. The Chariot card is extremely, you know, associated with forward movement, with forward moving energy, coming towards you energy. Things that, you know, oh my gosh, you guys, this is the Victory card, but it's also the Fame card. Some of you might wind up in the spotlight. You know, some of you could, I'm hearing podcast for some reason, so maybe you could, you know, start a podcast that's really going to be a big hit for you. You're probably going to, you know, start a business on social media in some way. You are probably going to open a business that is going to make a name for itself in the world. I heard international, so it could become international for you at some point. And we have the Star card here. You all know how much I absolutely love this card. This is just, you know, like a blessing for your new beginning. Like, it doesn't get more beautiful than that. And guess what? When you are focused and ascended, you know, when you are singing your soul song passionately, guess who's going to come in with communication? Your twin flame. That is when you draw your twin flame in magnetically. They're going to notice the absence of your vibration if you have been kind of in that energy of being stuck on them, you know, not being able to focus on your soul gifts because you are just missing and desiring them so much. Maybe you've been fighting within yourself for that and feeling like, you know, just internally you've been feeling so broken down, so dark, so heavy. But guess what? The wheel of time is about to turn in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune card, you guys, is just ultimate confirmation telling you that life is about to get so good for you. Look at that Five of Swords. These internal battles that you've been fighting are literally over. Notice how it's dusk in this card. Like, this is the end of the day, meaning I just heard Spirit say end of the day, end of the battle. So you have so much good coming towards you, and it's coming towards you really, really fast, you guys. Everything is falling into its place. Everything, all your ducks are getting in a row. You probably remember me saying that at the start of this video. There's such amazing energy coming towards you. And look at that. You are going to be able to fulfill your own desires, fulfill your own destiny. The Princess of Swords here, like, the sword is in your hand for you to aim at whatever prey that you want, you know, like whether you want that job, whether you want that house, whether you want whatever it is that will fulfill you, you know, in that sense of having the stability and the lifestyle that you've been working so hard for. That sword is in your hands to manifest. If this reading is resonating for you and you need some tools to kind of help you lift your vibration, because when cosmic energies hit, they can truly be triggering, like we've talked about. They can truly make things really heavy. And some people really have a hard time getting out of that on their own. you know, without some sort of external help, without some sort of an external tool. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're all human. We need those things. That's why they exist, right? So if you find yourself in that space of needing some help in manifesting the life that you desire, or even manifesting your true twin flame into your life, back into your life, I have created a twin flame manifestation affirmations document. The affirmations, there's over 100 in that document. They've all been created by me. They've been in use for almost a decade, and people have truly seen results with them. Not only have so many clients experienced alignment in their vibration and a timeline shift within themselves, many have also actually manifested into the physical 3D, whatever it was that they were working towards. This document has affirmations that are all encompassing, from self-concept to abundance to career to emotional stability to manifesting your twin flame, all of those things. I do highly, highly recommend it. You can purchase this document from me on my Instagram. I'll leave my handle in the video description box. The price is $150, and this document will be yours forever. It's just a PDF form that I will email to you after payment. So if you are interested in this document, just send me a direct message on my Instagram with your proof of payment and the email that you want it sent to. I will get it out to you. My only request is if you use the PayPal option, because I accept Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. If you do use PayPal, just please send it as friends and family. That allows the payment to not go into pending, which can be problematic sometimes, and also it allows me to get the full amount for the product. So it's as simple as that. Just send me a screenshot of your proof of payment and the email you want it sent to. As soon as I send it, I will send you a screenshot of the sent email as my proof that it's been sent to you. So I do highly recommend that document as a tool if you find yourself in need of some external help. These 3 cards that just jumped out, you guys, the energy cannot possibly get more positive than this. There's so much passion coming into your life, not just in love, but a passion for life, a passion for living that's just been so hidden and buried within you for so long that now it's just coming out. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is literally the wish fulfillment card. And the 10 of Pentacles is like the 10 of Cups with a cherry on top. Because not only is it a happily ever after with your person, but it's also including financial stability here that is coming your way. And this entire reading has kind of been focused on that financial aspect that, you know, you're working on as you're waiting to hear from your twin flame. And look at this, you guys, the 3 of Wands. Look at that. There's so much coming towards you. There's 5 ships here coming into the harbor, and you're literally just standing here with open arms, ready to receive all of this good stuff that's coming your way. And look at the waves on the ocean. It's almost like they're pushing these ships forward faster. It's like everything is really being propelled towards you, for you, in your favor at this time. Look at that. The 6 of Pentacles. You're going to have so much abundance, you guys. So much abundance in love. So much abundance financially. Just in life, you're going to be, in general, so abundant that you can be generous with everything you have and give it away freely. People are going to look at this new you like everything that you've worked hard for is going to be visible in the physical 3D here. This is what you're manifesting. Yes, and you are manifesting with a passion. This is such beautiful energy. I'm just going to get some quick guidance here from the Starseed Oracle to see what should you do during this time. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So if you remember me saying earlier, lean into your counterpart, friends, family, etc. for support. If you're finding yourself triggered during this time, it's important to be able to do that, because this triggering is really to propel you forward into all this amazing things that we just saw through the tarot, and that we also saw through the Energy Oracles card. Trust in the timing. Yes, this is so important, you guys, because we tend to get caught up in the now moment in ways when we shouldn't, right? Because they always say stay present, but sometimes our mind wanders to the past and we become depressed, or it wanders to the future and we become anxious. But when it's time for us to be present, that's when we're not able to. When we are supposed to look into the future to see all the good that's coming toward us, that's usually when we're in a storm, in a tower moment, and that's when we're not able to do that. So grounding your energy, clearing yourself, staying in the present when you're supposed to stay present, and looking toward the future when you're supposed to look toward the future, like aka when you're in the middle of a storm. That's what this card here is telling you to do. Trust the timing, use your intuition. If you're in the middle of a storm, this storm will pass. If you're trying to manifest something, it is on its way. Consider it like an Amazon delivery. You don't quite know exactly, the literal hour and minute that it's going to arrive to you, but you do have an estimated time frame. So protect your energy, keep your energy safe. Trust yourself, trust in your counterpart. The universe wants you to be happy with your twin flame. And because there's so much heaviness, so much emotional triggering that goes on in this connection, it's really easy to lose sight of that. So that's why all this healing is so important, because when this twin flame comes back into your life, you don't want to be up in arms. You want to be able to welcome them back in your life with open arms, releasing that resentment and grief from the past. Baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This card is so beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. Trust your intuition, right? And follow your intuition. What your intuition tells you won't always make sense in the now moment, because it's beyond this material reality. It's something that, is divinely being shown to you for the future. Trust that. There's anger, conflict, all of that, being triggered for tomorrow, but this card is the great severing. It's severing you away from those negative energies so you can soften to love. Notice how all these red hills here, but then there's this really rose quartzy colored pinkish hill back here, which is all about love and self-love. So this triggering, all it's doing is it's softening you to love. That's why this is happening. So keeping that in mind is really, really important, you guys. And that was just beautiful, beautiful energy coming through. I think that's pretty much all the messages that had to come through today. So I'm going to close out the meeting, or the reading right here. It's late. I cannot speak today, obviously. But anyways, I hope you all enjoy this reading. I hope it reaches everyone for whom it will resonate. And I hope to see you all on my Instagram. I also run pretty much daily reading specials over there. So if you want to experience a personal reading from me, that would be the place to do it. I hope to see you there, but if not, I will definitely talk to you again in the next reading video. Have a beautiful night, you guys.